Jeanette, like Miyama here, and hey everyone, I'm just do this here. Miyama Xiang here, founder of Outliers Edge, where we champion the leaders who are shaping the next era of humanity. So we today I get a chance to be in a conversation with Jeanette Meyer of the Positive Impact Movement. I'm going to say it again: Positive Impact Movement. I was positively impacted as I was saying that there. But Jeanette's one of the most incredible people that I've met that I know in my life. We were talking beforehand, and what I realized was that like the way that we have our conversations like are there's so much like value, there's so much in like juiciness, there's so much exchange that's in here that I'm like, let's just hit record and like make this and provide this as a resource as well inside of this world. Jeanette, it took us a while. Like we were talking about the languages we know and learning how we learn and all that. But we finally just got into this space here. Can I just say that this is who you are to me. I'm going to let you speak, I promise. But yeah, I'm feeling like I feel like I really wanted to share who you are to me. And Jeanette, who you are to me is someone who has experienced the world in a way that many others do, from the standpoint of kind of like of creating success in more traditional ways. And yet at the same time, like you're someone who represents to me like someone who knows what it could be and actively chooses to create beyond that. When I talk to you, Jeanette, like a lot of the new ideas that are percolating, a lot of the ways that like I'm choosing to be in the world has come from one of our conversations. Even the simple word choice of collaboration versus co-creation. For me, both of those things existed as one element. And, there was a thing around co-creation that felt different kind of energetically, but for myself, like at that time felt very interchangeable. But in spending time with you, and this is just one of the things that you do, you help create new distinctions for things that we experience on an everyday basis. And in those distinctions, you're able to elevate what that word or experience means, as well as deepen our the connection to it. So I just see you as one of the most influential people in my world. I see you as someone who is constantly on a learning journey, and I get how you do it because you're learning from everyone at every time, in addition to just continuously building up like your intellect, not just the brain intellect, but the intellect all throughout you. And I am positively super, super, super excited to just be in another conversation with you. Yeah, that feels good. That's who you are to me right now.
You're amazing. That we are reflections, no? You see me what you are, and I see in you who I am. And I thank you so much for having me here and for allowing me to have conversations with you, not only today, but the ones we have had in the past weeks, because as you say, I love to co-create. I love to co-create, to flow with you, to open my heart. And I loved that you said that I see in people, no, what I see, in which for me, this is the power of being. This is the freedom to be who you are and create what you love, no? And for you to feel safe and in freedom to be who you are with me, because that opens your heart and that grows you and me. I learn so much from you when you share, when you are you. I love that. I thank you for that.
Let me take a second just receive that really quickly. Yeah, well, thanks for putting that in there. There's something that what you said when you're feeling safe and free, there's an element of expansion that I think comes along with with you in our conversations here. And I do think that's important because I've been in places that where people create safety, you know, and it's interesting at this point in my journey, I've been exploring, like, do I just want to create safe spaces? One of the things is this, like, you know, like I say this here, I recently became a Black man, right? And one of the things that growing up as a Black man in America, one of the things that the media told me, like, you know, basically like the experiences that I had around others were kind of telling me, and I kind of filtered for myself in here, is that as a Black man, you are a danger. You're dangerous to people, you know? And so being dangerous is something that I didn't want to be associated with. I didn't want to be associated with that at all, because like then I would be alone. No one would want to be around me, so on and so forth. So all that is to say, like, I cultivated very intentionally, maybe subconsciously, but still intentionally, like a world of safety around me. So it's actually quite safe to be around me. And yet, like, I find that there's something, it's almost as though like safety for me is like the platform. It's like you can be safe and come in, be safe, be held, and leave and be almost exactly the same. Or you can come in, be safe, be held, use that safety and heldness to like expand, grow, play, go up, like challenge yourself, so on and so forth, and then come out slightly more transformed. Now, that's not giving full credit to just being safe and held, like absolutely, but I do want to call that out in terms of like when I experience you, there's this element of like something new gets created with the safety and freedom that's there.
It's the World Joy Movement. Yeah. What was your greatest insight from this conversation? And if you want to come and be a part of a conversation like this live, it's really simple. Just go to beworldjoy.com and come introduce yourself, and let's take the conversation to the next level, because you're there now. All right, let's play.